Hey guys, Cookidoo2332 here. Today I'm going to be talking about the Halo 5 Guardians beta and my initial impressions of it. Now, I was actually lucky enough to play this game during the early access for dashboard preview owners, and so I've had a bit of time with the game, even though we're only 2 days into the actual official beta. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about various different aspects of the game, as well as what's happening in the next couple of weeks with the game as well. Next 3 weeks, they're going to be adding new content into the beta, and introduce new aspects of the game to us as well. So this week, the main focus of the game itself is the Slayer aspect of the game, where everyone will start with assault rifles. Week 2, it'll be Slayer again, but it'll be battle rifle starts, which is more preferable to those from Halo 2 days, and the new map Breakout. And week 3, we will be looking at Slayer, but with AR and BR starts. So I assume that they're going to have some kind of weapon selection segment at the beginning of the game, much like the early games of Halo, like Reach or 4, where you can set it up. You also, of course, have access to Breakout and Strongholds. So those are really the 3 weeks of content they're going to be adding into the game, which will be really nice aspect because, of course, each week we'll then have new goodies and we'll get to try them out. I mean, as of right now, I'm really enjoying the 2 maps that they're giving us, as well as kind of the limited set of weapons that we're given, so the kind of stuff that we're very used to. Like the sword, the sniper rifle are the power weapons in the 2 maps, and of course the standard VR, DMR, assault rifle, magnum set, as well as the SMG. The main gameplay at the moment is the availability of Slayer on 2 maps. Truth, which is a midship redesign, and Empire, which is a new map. For me, I feel that the gameplay is very much like Halo 2. However, of course, the only aspects that are, of course, different to Halo 2 are it does play a little faster and more fluid as well due to the 60 frames per second. The reason I say faster is because they've added a couple mechanics into the game which are quite different to what we're used to, other than maybe the sprint. So let's start with the sprint. The sprint is a system very similar to things like Call of Duty and the older Halo games, like Reach again. You can sprint unlimitedly, but what they've done to make this not feel overpowered in any way, or be able to be spammed, is that your shield recharge rate actually stops outright, as well as your health regen rate as well. So it purposely slows down the game for you so that you can actually recharge your shields and recharge your health as well. So yeah, I mean, that's, I think, is a really good system of doing, and it makes the game work a lot better so you can't just sprint into every gunfight. So after the next gunfight. The next sort of thing that makes the game play faster is the dash. So you can actually use, it's like a really short range dash, nowhere near as overpowered as something like in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, where you can just spam it. The dash here you can use in any direction, however, of course, there is about a 5-second cooldown, if that, to be used. So that's sort of the limitations of the dash. However, it really works well for missing nades and whilst getting sort of under fire from different angles as well, so it's really good for dodging those. And the final big aspect for me is the ADS, or aim down sight. So you can ADS down every weapon in the game now, unlike the older games where you could only ADS get guns like the DMR or the sniper rifle, as a pure example. You can actually ADS down every gun in this game now. However, of course, it does not change the shot spread of the gun. So the shot spread of the gun is exactly the same as it were if you were shooting from the hip, for the exception of 2 guns, which is the assault rifle, which is what I'm using right now, and the SMG. They added those to have very slightly more accurate shooting and shot spread, because of course they feel that it would then allow a little bit more flexibility in use for the weapons as well, which is I think is a really fair trade-off because it works very well. Really, overall, with these additions, all of the guns are really fun to use. I do find that some guns are more powerful than others, so things like the DMR is no longer just as powerful as the BR in my opinion. I actually find it's a slightly more powerful. and the AR is a little bit more powerful. But that could just be me. That's just from my experience of playing the game. But yeah, so that's the overall gameplay. My impressions are that it's really, really fun. It plays a lot faster than the other games, in my opinion, and really it kind of encourages a little bit of a faster playstyle, but with the whole you can't recharge your shield things whilst you're not sprinting. It makes things a little bit more interesting. With regards to the graphics are gorgeous in my opinion. They're absolutely gorgeous. It's got a very, very, very Halo 4-esque graphical style to it. I felt like I was very much looking towards what Halo 4 was meant to look like when it first came out, and it is buttery smooth. Playing at 60 frames per second is amazing on a Halo game, so props to that. And the particle effects as well. I mean, they look absolutely fantastic. When I die, I feel I'd be staring at the particle effects of an explosion, and it just looks gorgeous. So so the graphics are really, really good. Now onto the issues that I've been having. The issues are very, very similar to a lot of other people are experiencing. So things like connection issues. So connection issues during search is a big problem. The graphical issues in Spartan Hub are things like my Spartan will go pink, for example. There's no way to leave the lobby after an intermission. And the weapon reticle comes over the Spartan during when you customize the Spartan, so it gets a bit weird. Other than that, really, the game is absolutely excellent. So I'll be making another video soon of the gameplay, and hopefully I'll see you then. As I said before, I'm going to be making another 2 more videos for each week of the Halo 5 Guardians beta updates. So I'll be able to then cover in a little bit more detail each of the different aspects of what they add into the game, as well as how or if they have patched out any of the issues that we have seen. So yeah, so hopefully you can enjoy the rest of this gameplay. Thanks for watching, guys, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers.